Hey guys, Frank Victorine here. So I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about the extension block that I have for Bowflex. So this is the guy right here. I designed this. I 3D print it. It's made out of ABS. There's a few other design considerations that I should really talk about. The first one is surface finish. That I can get the surface finish a little bit better on the block, but if I do, it reduces the strength. So there's a trade-off between how hot the plastic is and how nice the plastic melts, how uniform it melts. These are made out of ABS, which is the toughest material that you can print with a 3D printer. They print it almost 600 degrees Fahrenheit, really hot. And I run these things, I print these right at the threshold of 600 degrees to make sure that the layer adhesion's real good. The next topic is that I've had a couple of guys complain that the blocks are too big. And the reality is the blocks are designed to have an interference fit. They have about a 20 thousandths interference fit. What's going to happen is that when this piece sits down into your other block, it's going to run all the way up to about between a half and a quarter inch, and it's going to get tight. Then what you can do is take something soft at the tabs and then just tap it down. The other thing that you can do is take a heat gun or a hair dryer and just warm up the plastic just a little bit and then tap it into place. And could I make the tabs smaller? Absolutely. What I found during testing is that if these tabs are not tight, that to start with, Bowflex didn't design this mounting system to handle four 50-pound rods. It was designed to handle two rods. And I found that if these tabs are not tight, it'll tear itself right against the block. So it's designed to be tight so it'll last, and it's durable, and it doesn't come loose. If you want it to last and you want it to be safe, it needed to have some interference fit to it. So don't be a jackwagon. Send the thing back and tell me it doesn't fit, because the reality is that I know exactly how it fits and I know why I designed it that way. Super important. This particular block is designed to handle the 70-pound rod. So there's aftermarket rods. The hole diameter is a little bit larger, so it'll work with both 50-pound and the 75-pound rod set. So if you put your 50-pound rod and you say, hey, that's got a little bit of play, yes, it does. It was designed that way. This particular block, this style of block right here, will fit, I'm going to say 85 to 90% of the Bowflexes out there. I designed a secondary block that fits that other, 10 to 15% that has, and what you'll find is the mounting tabs are actually inverse. This has got a large tab and it's got two small tabs. Or if you look at the other side, it's got two large tabs and a small tab. So the mounting system is inverted. Just look at yours, figure out which one you want, and I can sell you the correct one. Let's talk about holes for a minute. That is a 3.3 millimeter hole. Use the right screw. And as a matter of fact, I don't use screws in mine. The rod will fit right down in it. It's not going to go anywhere. But I see folks that use the wrong screw and over tighten the screw and have been able to damage the block that way. I've never ran screws in mine. There's no reason to run screws in them. But if you do choose to use a screw that does not thread into the block, it actually threads. So the rod sits here. The screw is designed to thread through the block and tighten into the rod. If you're using a screw that's too large and it's tightening into the hole of the block, well, it's a plastic block with a metal screw. Guess what loses? The plastic block. I'm going to show you some weight comparisons too. This is my tough block. This block is made out of almost a pound of ABS plastic. You're never going to break this. It's got a lifetime warranty. I print my email address right on it, and I've had this email for 20 years. If it ever breaks, just send me an email and say, hey Frank, my block broke. I will send you another one, no problem. So unfortunately, China, I bought this from China, stolen the design, copied it, resold it at a cutthroat price, and I'll show you a weight comparison. This block, well, to start with, it's not made out of ABS, it's made out of PTGE, which is a softer material, and it's not as strong. It's just a less expensive material. But this block weighs under 300 grams. This block has less than half the material, and there's just no way this block's going to last, guys. But let me explain why they've got the weight here. That at $24, by the time you pay the $13 shipping, you pay the 40% eBay fees to sell this, you pay the cost of the plastic, there is less than $1 profit in this. So I sell a lighter block as well that's still heavier than their block, but it's not as good as a tough block. And the only reason that I sell that block is because I decided that I did not want China basically taking over a market for something that I designed. By the way, I've filed the patent paperwork. I'm just waiting for that to come back. This will be a patented block, and then there's going to be a discussion with eBay, possibly an attorney, because the reality is that you cannot you cannot copy people's copyrighted stuff here in America, sell it, and then undercut their price. So the patent's been filed on it. So they're dirt bags. They're absolute dirt bags. Let's talk about a couple other things here. So this is a clamp, and what this thing does, there's 3 pieces. It fits over all the rods, and it allows you to change the height of this clamp. This thing is basically solid plastic. There's over a pound of plastic with metal studs and a screw. This is also a lifetime warranty. You are never breaking this. If you do break it, again, my email's right on it, guys. Just be like, hey, Frank, I broke your unbreakable clamp. And I'll be like, never seen that. But, but if you do, I'll send you another one. No problem. Honest. Promise. China. Made in China. Made in the USA by Americans. Any questions? Hey guys, so next I'm going to go ahead and pull up a couple of these projects so you can see the differences in weight and design. The first one, so this 4-in-1 block, this is actually the tough block. And if you look at that, well, you can see that for all 4 blocks it's over 4,000 grams in weight. If I come down, if I scale through this, what you can do is you can actually see how much material is in the exterior walls of these blocks. Again, guys, this is the tough block. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that and go back to File. And now this 3-in-1 block, this should be the lighter block. And as you can see, all 3 blocks, 956 grams. And if you look at the, well, if you look at how light the end wall is, and you look at, it's just a much thinner block, guys. These blocks will work, but I don't know that they'll last indefinitely. They're not lifetime warranty. Again, these were priced because of what China did. Next, everything that I design is in Blender. This is the patent example. This was the design that actually went out to the patent office. So this is the block itself, and you notice that made in the USA, designed by Frank Victorine. If I come over here, I think I even added some lighting and possibly some other textures to it.